You can
say.
stay here until Muta gets here. Hi, everyone!
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the stream. We are very professional with our streams.
Very. Sorry, we late.
Yeah, so with everything going on, Muty is on their way here from battling the wars of the pharmacy.
Yeah, how dare they have a job working at a pharmacy?
Exactly. Hopefully they're alive. That's the main goal. And
Not
yeah,
sick.
so tonight is a little bit different. Instead of playing the normal Chult that we do with Jet, Soul, Devoneth, and Cole, since Alita is he's not coming with us. Jason is, if you look in the top right over here, is going to be DMing tonight with the B team.
Which are
Jason's,
also in Chult.
which are also in Shell. This is essentially our backup characters if Fish decides to hate us and just kill us all.
That being said, I don't think I could remove my girl from the B team now. They're too special.
Well, we'll find out. So Jason has a recap for us, but essentially this is the B team one shots. Jason has come up with a way of having one shots so they're not really plot effective, but they still have a plot. Our characters all have something they're supposed to be doing for the most part. We'll introduce ourselves when the time comes. But Jason, take it away, my dude.
Hey, I'm going to wait until Muty's here because we hardly ever play this campaign. And
Oh yeah, we're gonna wait.
Yeah, but there's a still. Don't you have a really long a really long like
Well,
recap?
it's been like a month since
Yeah, so I would imagine Muty would want to hear it as well. Is my point.
True.
that is fair. So in the meantime, I don't know, we can
So
play cards.
that's true. So in the meantime, if chat wants to come up with any questions or ask us anything that hasn't been asked in the Discord, you guys can. That's perfectly fine.
Fish is also here for the time being. She's not playing, but she,
Hi.
Yeah, Fish has decided to not play tonight to recover. So we'll see how well she survives that. What else? It is not a big group tonight, but I guess we are playing B team. Kate, thank you for 4 months in a row, tier 2, subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you greatly.
Woo!
So, we appreciate that. I don't know. I guess we can talk about a few things. What did you guys like about the first arc of Chult? Hey guys, I'm a big fan. Dude, we need to like completely ban this fish mouth '07. Just saying.
I know, right? It's the worst.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I definitely liked all of the NPCs and the fact that they all had their own motives. They weren't they didn't exist solely to serve the party. That was definitely a big one. I really like that. It's going to be really interesting transitioning from that into the environment trying to kill us as opposed to people.
Yeah, like we will have 0 allies.
Except for Shago, which is like one of those ones where I realize how bringing Shago into the jungle is setting him up for a terrible, terrible death, and I absolutely know it.
We'll figure it out.
Well, you know, it's fine.
So, I think I enjoyed everybody's plot hooks coming into effect.
Yeah, we got to see a lot of them.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what Cole's whole thing is.
Hey, monkey. Yeah, I think I enjoyed it because. What got you? Okay, well, we can cut me talking because that's awesome. No, my sister-in-law goes.
Oh,
My
finally,
question is,
maybe.
what got you involved in D&D?
Well, for me, it was the Adventure Zone. I had listened to like a couple other like McElroy products for a while, and then eventually like I heard about like their Adventure Zone podcast. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting and weird. I'm gonna look that up, and it was actually great. And so it's like, I'm going to go to like my local game store and I'm going to play like a game of it. And I ended up doing that, and it was a bunch of fun. Ah, motherfucker.
I got into D&D. D&D had always kind of been in my peripheral. I did a lot of like online role playing with loose form systems. This is going to sound so cringy, but my first ever exposure to any type of tabletop system was the tabletop system for Warrior Cats. And then
I remember that one. I never played it. I really wanted to though.
And then I played D&D in middle school, and it crashed and burned horrifically. And then, like, I just kept coming back to it until it worked.
Nice.
I found a 1E player's handbook at a rummage sale in like 2013, and it's all been downhill from there.
I actually watched a special for Vin Diesel's Witch Hunter with the Critical Role cast. It was like a 20-minute video. From there, I found Critical Role, and then from there, I found out Jason played, and Jason exposed me to the rest of the world of D&D.
I can't believe Jason exposed you to the rest of
Shut up.
Jason exposed me to so much.
Yep.
Beauty, would you like to answer if you can?
My first foray into D&D or any kind of tabletop gaming was actually through the Fate system.
Oh, really?
That was my first tabletop, yeah. And then I also listened to the McElroy podcast.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like, oh, so that's what Dungeons and Dragon is, because before that, the only time I knew about it was I had a family friend whose daughter and son played it. Then I started actually getting into it, and I descended into hell.
Hell yeah.
Sounds
Speaking
about
of
right.
which, seems like we should go ahead and get
See ya.
ourselves. Oh, there goes
Bye,
Fish.
fish.
Bye.
To be continued. Do do
Yes.
do do do.
Muty, we wanted to wait for you since B Team has so few personalities. It would have felt kind of void without you.
Oh, thank you.
So,
I am Void.
I am the void. Because we play this particular campaign, if you want to call it that, or short adventure, so infrequently, I am going to be doing a full recap for you guys to remind you where we left off, and then if you have any questions after my recap, I can fill you guys back in, and then I'll actually have you guys reintroduce your characters as the last time we played this game we weren't streaming. So, welcome back, B Team, to the Snout of Omgar. Last we left off, you had arrived on the Snout after answering a summons from a cleric of Lathander who had traveled from the Sword Coast to investigate the mystery of turtle eggs not hatching on the Snout. You witnessed a tense confrontation between this cleric, Dawnbringer Lorenzo, and Jabal's representative on the Snout, Quilgok, who fundamentally disagreed about who could be behind the curse on their eggs. Theories ranged from a curse by a priestess of Umberlee all the way to a millennia-old grudge from the Urians, a race of crustacean-like people who also inhabit the Snout. Following up on the lead from Dawnbringer Lorenzo, you traveled southward to an ancient temple of Umberlee, where he theorized the curse could be stemming from. And that is where we'll be picking up, inside Dangwaru, the temple to Umberlee, which was founded by the Turtles here in response to a shipwreck on Highhorn, which is the top portion of the Snout, of a Umberlee worshipping ship captain. And they sort of did this in a way to both quarantine and as well as welcome these shipwrecked adventurers to the island. You just had a surprise encounter with a giant lizard that was guarding the gate to Dangwaru from the north, which is the direction you guys are entering from. You engaged in a little bit of roguish action to slip through the bars to what looks to be some sort of open-air dinner chamber and raise the portcullis. And you find yourselves now inside of this sort of gallery-like space looking down on a now disused open-air sort of dining hall. There's 4 doors inside of this... Wait a minute. Actually, that might be incorrect. I'm not looking at my map. Yes, there's 4 doors inside of this chamber, one of which one of you, I'm not sure which, peered through, and you saw a small reflecting pool where there was sort of a large crab-like relief gripping the pool itself. Do you guys have any questions pertaining to the recap?
I'm all good. Hi, Mandy. You're muted.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
They had found the wench, and so they were gonna also try and bring up the door or the portcullis.
Yeah.
Where we left it off, the portcullis had risen, allowing your character Muty to enter, as the other 2 members of your party are small in stature and were able to slip through the bars. So if there aren't any more questions pertaining to plot-related stuff or where we left off, you guys can go ahead and reintroduce your characters.
Muty, you're up first.
So I am playing Cure, a 6 foot 6.6 inch tall tiefling, who is a cleric of Helm. She's bammin' slammin' bootylicious, and she's always got her customer service / 5th grade teacher voice on.
I am playing Cackle, a goblin druid who is...
I'm going to strangle.
I'm
going to kill you. Okay, am I back?
We can hear
yeah,
you.
you're always here.
Okay.
But so, who is Kira's self-appointed assistant, and is currently always looking out for Mark's character, and is definitely the teacher's pet of the group.
All right, Mark.
All right.
Wait, what did you say, Echo? I might have to restart my computer. I'm going to kill it.
You're okay. Cackle. Oh, that's her name. Her name's Cackle. She is Kira's self-appointed assistant and the teacher's pet, who is always looking out for Mark's character. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So, I am playing a red grung who doesn't know a lick of common, who speaks grung to the characters, and essentially has been tethered along with this group after showing interest in Muty's character, and basically has followed the group around, and yeah, no one knows anything else.
It's a mystery plays in the background.
It's a mystery.
Essentially.
All right. Well, and with that, we will go ahead and pick back up. You will all have made the, I believe it was, I think it was only a single day trek from Ahoy Hoy, the turtle settlement on the western side of the Snout, down to the now derelict Temple of Umberlee. And have, after fighting off the advances of a giant lizard, found yourself inside of this once grand hall with its four adjoining doors. And what would you all like to do?
Uh, let's see. Oh shoot, I forgot to open up her sheet.
I think it was Horace that looked and saw the bathing pool in one of the doors.
Yeah, I think so because I don't remember it. Right now, Cackle already has her bark skin up and running. If
Yes.
But she's going. Sorry, she's going to look to Miss Cure and say, "So, where do we want to go first? We got some doors. That one seems to be broken, though."
Which one seems to be broken?
She'll point to the one where the pool is. It seems like kind of crumbly, at least according to the map, which who knows how accurate that is.
It is correct.
Okay.
So, were you wanting to go look at that one first, or did you want to try and open the doors?
I don't know. Horace, what do you want to do?
Grub.
Which door? She'll like point at all the different doors.
Grung, 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 grung.
This is pinball noises, and I love it so much. Outer space pinball. Oh, I miss that so much.
So-
But
How about we go door by door? Let's start with the doors that you both are near. We'll see if those are open, and then we'll just make our way around the room. How about that?
sounds like a plan, Miss Cure. And so Cackle will go ahead and investigate her door.
Okay. You looking for like traps or just
Traps,
trying to-
locks, the
Okay.
basics.
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Noise. A 9.
Okay, the door does not appear to be trapped. You can see that the door.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
It's the curse of the DM, man. It's the curse of the fucking DM. That's a great pose, though.
Am
All right,
I
you're
back?
back.
There you are.
Okay, so you're investigating the door. It does not appear to be trapped. You don't see any sort of arcane runes or anything like that. You do note that a great weight has been thrown against it from the opposite side, but it does not appear to be like locked or have any sort of defensive measures to stop it from opening.
Okay. Well, it looks like something tried to get out at one point in time, but I mean, they could have just tried the door handle because the door handle's like not locked.
All right. Kier says this in like the mom voice, but she's getting her mace out. Just be very careful, Cackle.
Yes, ma'am. And she'll go ahead and open the door, and then you just
Right.
gotta roll.
As you toss open the door, you see directly across from you what looks to be what was once a beautiful stained glass window. It has been sort of smashed, and there's very few remnants of it left. There's a little bit of sort of colored glass at the bottom, but it looks like it's all been swept up. You also see what looks to be about 3 sleeping mats, and then there's sort of a water basin or a pool which has a very sort of thin layer of water remaining at the bottom, and 2 sort of seating couch style like a sitting area across from that basin. So basically it looks like the window was blown in. There were 3 sort of out of place sleeping mats put down. There's this basin that was already here that has like a layer of water in it, and sort of 2 3-seater couches, and that's it.
Okay. Well, it seems to be clear. It looks like someone slept here at some point.
Interesting. So the couches were apart. They look like they were there before, but the bedrolls definitely weren't.
Yes.
Okay. It could be that someone might have broken in.
Maybe. Does the glass look like it's like coming in or coming out?
So it looks like it came in and then was swept up against sort of the under area of the of the window. So it's like somebody blew it out to get in and then took great care to clean up the glass.
Oh, okay. It's like, shit, I made a
Ah,
mess.
damn it. Not the window.
God damn it, the fucking window. Okay. So,
Jason,
by the looks of it,
Yes.
is there anything shiny in this room?
oh my god, I forgot.
Glass.
There's a bunch of glass.
He's gonna start picking up the glass and looking at it.
Hey, be careful with that. You're gonna get cut.
Horace, I know you're covered in slime, but even glass can cut through slime.
Grung. And he keeps picking it up.
One of these days we're gonna have to get a translator.
Yeah, we probably should have done that earlier.
Alright, is there anything else of particular note in this room? Would I have to make a perception check, or is it's just a room?
I'll say in lieu of a perception check, since I've described literally everything in the room, I will give you a insight check.
Alright, dope skis. I'm decent. She's a mom, she should be.
She has 2 kids. 2
11.
kids.
Okay, so you remember that it was either Quilgok or Dawnbringer Lorenzo said that young turtles like to come down here to try to investigate and be brave. If you had to guess that this is like a teenage turtle fuck shack.
Those are not the words that I wanted to hear put together in my ear holes.
Teenage turtle fuck shack.
Fuck shack, it's a fuck.
That's the first song I thought of too.
Which
Really?
is not.
I just saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nope.
You guys are lucky.
I went to the fuck shack.
All right. This was the alternate entrance for you guys to avoid the giant lizard encounter, but here,
Yeah, I was wondering why that was all there.
here you go. The Teenage Turtle Fuck Shack. Anything else you guys would like to do in this room?
No. Horace, come on. She's gonna make come on.
Grung. And he'll follow out.
All right. Then she's gonna check out this door.
Okay.
Kira will be the one to check out that door.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Sick investigation check. Whole +8.
So it doesn't appear to be trapped or anything like that, but unlike the previous room that you investigated, you do hear sort of the crashing sounds of waves and
Oh no.
It's always when he's describing rooms.
Maybe he can't describe rooms anymore.
I guess so. But you're back, Jason.
Yes.
oh, okay.
It's only been like a couple seconds every single time.
Yeah,
it's
it's
only been there
weird.
twice.
I'll fuck with my router tomorrow. So the crashing waves can be heard more clearly through this room than the room you just investigated, but the door does not appear to be trapped.
All right. She is going to carefully open it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check as you do.
Let me make this quick.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, 17.
All right. Let's see here. I gotta just check my chart here. All right. So as you throw open the door to this room, you see a large wooden sculpture, and just past it, another blown out stained glass window. This time not featuring any colored glass sort of cleaned up at the base. If you had to guess, this window was destroyed outward as opposed to inwards. There's in this room there are 4 columns of sort of this beautiful sort of crashing wave upward sort of water motion that appears to be supporting the ceiling. Then there is a raised circular pedestal in the middle, and there's a beautiful driftwood carved almost statue-like idol to Umberly. It's sort of this beautiful yet wicked-looking woman who is sort of like enveloped and wrapped in waves. Her arms sort of just flowing with the water. It's very, very intricately built, but is the only thing of interest in this room.
And are the sounds of the waves coming from outside the window, or?
Yes. Though, as you sort of just sort of lean in to observe all of this, the second your head sort of crosses the precipice of the door, the sound is almost like amplified a little bit.
Ooh, oh well.
Very cool.
Before Kier goes in, she's gonna give like a very polite bow to the statue of Umberly.
Okay.
And mostly study the room, because it is the only thing of interest. Are there any, say, like, offerings left behind, or is it literally just a statue?
So you see a smattering of different bowls and sort of vases, urns, and things like that at the base of it. Most of the bowls look like they have been, if there was offerings there, they've either long spoiled or been taken by raiders. But outside of that, you can't see inside the urns without touching them, but it doesn't appear like there's any offerings inside of the vessels in which offerings would have been offered.
Mm-hmm. She's not gonna touch any of those.
Okay.
Next door?
Yep, she walks back out and says, "It seems to just be a statue to Umberly. There's a couple offerings left, but they're either rotten or taken away."
Oh, okay. Cackle will like look inside, kind of look. It's like definitely do like a very animated like ooh at the statue, and we'll go ahead and sort of move up, sort of look around at the offerings, and
Okay.
place
Go
one
ahead.
for. Oh, go ahead.
As you look around, go ahead and make a investigation check.
Sure. Oh, a 13. That's not too bad.
Okay. So as you sort of glance over it, you can tell that the statue was hand carved. A lot of care was taken into crafting it. It's probably about as old as the temple is. And once again, the closer you get to it, the more amplified the sounds of the waves from outside get.
She's impressed. She'll like think for a moment and then reach into her bag of rocks that she has for her sling. She'll like search through them and we'll find like one that's like not really like a rock, but like a piece of like sea glass, and she'll put it with the other offerings,
Okay.
and then move out.
All right. As you move further and further away from the statue, the sounds of the waves get gentler and gentler in your ears.
It's really cool.
I love Umberly.
I know, right? She's like easily one of the best goddesses.
That's my
And-
mom. That's my murderous mom.
Mhm. Yeah,
She's
she's
so
staying.
cool.
She's staying Eldath. They're married. Second
Man.
mom.
Cedrin
is it?
fucking hates Umberly.
Oh, I'm sure he
I can't
does.
imagine.
Hates her.
I would imagine.
He's a got beef.
I would imagine.
All right.
Old man yells at goddess.
As you all depart that room, once again, there's sort of that magical silencing of the waves that occurs as you cross over that precipice. Are you moving to the open room next?
I would say, or Kier as well would leave that one for last because it's already open.
Yeah, I agree with that. We should go to the next one after that. Horace, would you like to open this one?
Horace is gonna look through these rocks and find as many good sling
A
rocks
good
as
rock.
possible.
Okay. You're looking for I'm
looking for ammo for sling rocks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say that there is actually a pretty significant. The construction of this temple isn't of like large, sort of sword coastian brick, like you would imagine a castle in Neverwinter or something like that. It's pieced together by like baseball, softball size stone and smaller. It's very, very intricate. So any place you find a blown out wall, you can probably find about like 1d4 or so ammo for a sling very easily.
Okay, he'll probably pick up 5 of them.
And then
Okay.
some groovy rocks.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. So this door is a double set of doors, and on it it has a tableau of sort of a gentle water, as opposed to the crashing wave motifs you've seen other places.
Horace, it's your turn. Oh, actually, no, you're all the way down there.
Do you want to open this door, Cackle, or do you want me to open the door?
I can open it. So Cackle is going to go ahead and put her ear up to the door and listen.
Okay.
Well, for like traps and stuff, you know.
Sure. Just go ahead and make me a investigation check.
19. Getting
Okay.
better.
As you put your ear to this this set of doors, you'll find that they're quite thin, and what you hear on the other side is much unlike what you heard on the Idol and the Turtle Fuck Shack TM.
We're not trademarking that.
Merch coming to our merch store.
No.
So you hear the sounds of birds, sort of the of a flying monkey. It's jungle sounds, not sea sounds that you hear through this door. But you don't see anything that would indicate to you that it is trapped or otherwise dangerous.
How many monkeys are in there?
Oh my goodness. There are 2 flying monkeys in the room.
She just opens the door with reckless abandon.
Okay. As you do,
Monkeys!
go ahead and roll a perception check.
Cackle!
As these monkeys bolt for a hole in the wall.
Wait, no!
So what you see as you throw the door open, there were 2 flying monkeys sitting on sort of a drooping vine down from the ceiling. They appeared to be cleaning each other. And on the floor, which is quite overgrown with jungle, there's a hole in the wall on the sort of far side. It seems as though the wall crumbled and the jungle began to encroach in on the temple. And as you throw the door open, these monkeys get quite scared. You see a sort of a sparkly trinket fall from one of their hands as they bolt for the open door to the jungle. And
No! Well, oh.
Cackle, you
Okay.
scared them away. You have to be very careful when it comes to approaching wild animals.
Yeah, but I'm their friend, though.
But if you get too overexcited, you can scare them off because they can't understand you, can they?
No. You're right, Miss Cackle.
Well, I know it sucks. But do you want to see what they drop?
Yeah, sure. There's something sparkly right down there, and she'll go and like search around for the shiny objects.
Okay, as you sort of, it doesn't require that much digging. You seeing where it fell, it came to rest on a sort of soft bed of jungle moss. You pull it up, and it appears to be a pendant featuring 2 waves crashing together.
Ooh.
Borley.
What do you think this is, Miss Cackle?
May I make a sick religion check?
Wait, who's Cackle and who's Cure?
I'm Cackle.
Here's me.
Oh, why are you calling?
Oh, did I
Cure-
say Cackle?
You've been saying you said Miss Cackle twice so far. That's why I'm
God
like so
damn it.
confused.
I've been Miss Cackle. A pleasure to meet you.
I wasn't going to correct you because I wasn't sure. Is that a character thing where you're just referring?
That's
to
what I was confused about too.
No, I'm just dumb.
So you
no.
would be able to very clearly recognize that this is a holy symbol of Umberly.
This particular pendant is of Umberly. It's a symbol of Umberly.
Oh, okay. I wonder
Kind of
why they
like-
had it.
My gauntlet here, she shows her gauntlet, which has like an eye on the back of it. This is the symbol of Helm. That is a symbol of Umberly.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, she like looks to where like the monkeys left. It's like, do you think we could chase after them soon? After we're done?
Once we're done, then maybe we can chase after them.
Yay! Thank you, Miss Cure.
All right. So, do you want to hold on to that, or?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Just make sure Horace doesn't see it, because he will definitely try to take it from you.
Yes, Miss Cure. So she'll just like stuff it into her little satchel that she has.
All right. Are you ready to go look at the last room?
Yes, Miss Cure.
Horace.
Horace is on top of the pile looking at rocks, slowly walking into the other room.
Oh, he's already gone on without us. Cackle, come on.
One moment. Okay, she'll follow after.
I had to add that into your.
Okay. Yes. So, Horace, as you're standing at the sort of precipice on top of this pile of rocks, go ahead and just give me a perception check. So, what you see in this room is it is a large statue of a crab with its sort of mouth or jaws agape. And there's sort of a faint trickle of water going into a pool that it appears to be sort of gripping with its claws. Through the process of you sort of shifting through the rocks and things like that, you've seen a couple smaller actual crabs get a little spooked and run up from the pool and sort of disappear into the sort of crevices of the crab statue. You also noticed that there's a very loud sound of crashing waves coming from a window in the room located right here. If you can see that.
Yep, we can.
Okay. And that's about it.
Nice.
Is there anything shiny in here, Jason?
Let's see. With your perception check, you don't see anything.
Okay. He's gonna probably walk up to the water. How does it look?
It's very clear. It appears as though it's running water. It's coming out of the mouth of the crab and into the basin. And as you step up, you see that there are some crabs sort of hanging out in the pool. Once again, the closer you get, more get spooked and they sort of disappear into the statue. And as you get closer, you note that there is an array of what looks to be currency. Gold pieces, shells, other things that could be traded or considered valuable that have been cast into the pool.
He's gonna like splash the water a little bit to get the crabs to like spread out to like get away.
Okay.
And then
the second you touch the water, they just.
And he's gonna jump into the water and like, he's gonna float. And as he's floating and he's looking at Kier yelling at him, he's gonna like start stuffing his pocket with the gold and anything he can grab.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm specifically reminded of like the two potheads I saw at Hershey Park that were like tramping around in one of the fountains before a guard came and took them away.
Oh my
As you
gosh.
sploosh, dive into the pool and pick up one of the pieces. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Oh my
no.
gosh. Horace, this is a holy place. You can't just take things from other places.
Horace!
As you see Horace dive in and he sort of surfaces with a gold piece, you suddenly see him disappear.
Oh no.
It's
Horace!
Horace!
All right,
God!
I'm gonna make a
run
new
over and
character.
start like splashing around the water.
the second you run up to the pool, you see a sort of larger than normal red crab holding a piece of gold in its beak.
Wait, I got changed?
You got turned into a crab.
Horse?
Pokemon reference, just so everybody knows.
No, I got it. It was great. Is he doing like the thing that crabs do where like they're just like angry so they're like
Well, so I imagine in his large claw, he's got that gold piece that he's holding, and I don't think he's letting it go either.
Oh, I imagine.
No, he's not.
Horace, I didn't realize you were a druid. Look at you. You got wild shape and everything.
Did you just pick
Impressive.
Horace up?
Yeah.
I'm attacking her.
Go ahead and roll to hit. Your stats are that of a crab.
You're.
Does a 17 hit?
I'm a Maelander. I know better. I know how to pick up crabs.
Hold on. Let
He's
me look
not.
up crab.
Roll
5e.
at disadvantage.
Crab's
Well,
dead.
Mark, roll at disadvantage.
Alright, hold on.
I will
I
say-
literally have to look
Yeah,
up
she's
a
like
crab
picking up from
monster
behind,
stat
like
right
where his claws aren't.
Fuck yeah, 0 to attack. I love it.
Roll again. I will
Roll
give
again,
I will
you're
give you
disadvantaged.
disadvantage.
No, I know. It literally, roll 20, the compendium literally gives it a 1d1 bludgeoning damage. What the fuck?
That just means one.
I know, but it's just weird that they wrote it that way.
1d1.
They have to do it for the algorithm.
Still.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Okay. Does 13 hit, Cackle?
No, it does not.
Okay. You see Horace the crab wildly swing its off claw at you.
Yeah. Okay, come here. Do I have to grapple him, or is it just like you pick up a?
I'm a fucking crab.
I'm gonna say you could just pick him up.
Yeah. See, Horace is it's a crab.
He's a
I
crab.
also can't fucking see. I have blind sight. What the fuck?
Blind sight means you can see everything, actually.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
So
you
like if
got-
someone was invisible, you could see them.
Yeah, you got them blind.
You got the crab
Is there,
sense.
is there anyone
You got the
invisible,
grab-
Jason?
There is not. You
Fuck.
do not see anything in the room other than your two compatriots.
This is great.
I keep trying to attack.
It's not gonna work. I'm hanging you. Got you from the side. You can't reach me.
How do we get him to let go of the coin?
Horace, let go of the coin, please.
Yeah, the intellect is -5.
Horace, let go of
Right.
the coin. Horace.
13.
Oh no, wait, Cackle
12.
touched the coin!
She's like pulling on the coin to try to
I think it's
get
a
Horace to let
strength.
go.
I think it's a strength check.
Yes, you both can make contesting strength athletics checks.
-4. Come at me, bro.
Let go of the coin.
Fuck! I
Just
almost won. I got a
one
9.
off.
So you free from Horace's grip a gold coin. However, he remains a crab.
She'll toss the coin into the water. Look at Horace.
He remains a crab.
Well,
I need that quote. He remains a crab.
Clip it, chat.
coins are cursed. Horace is a crab.
he remains a crab.
He remains a crab.
This is great.
He has
Okay.
2 claws now. He's gonna go for another attack if possible.
Go ahead, roll it. It's fine. It's fine.
I have to. He's a crab. He has 1 intellect. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Shit.
His claws swing wildly in your hands, Cackle.
Fine. Here. She'll open up her bag and put him in for the time being.
Okay. Horace,
I love this so much.
you're in a bag.
In there. There we go.
Cookie.
Well, he's a crab now.
Shouldn't we keep him out so he can see what's going on?
Well, he seems kind of angry.
I would also be angry if I were turned into a crab.
That is fair. She'll take him back out very carefully.
I wish
Kier
to attack.
will Kier will take him before he can swing wildly at.
Okay.
For reference, I'm like imagining like a little like sand crab kind of situation, like a little bitty baby.
So he's bigger.
Oh,
it's more like
like,
think
he's
like
a
king
big
crab.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a big boy. Okay, that's less cute and fun. Still fun though.
Yes.
You can hold me in one hand if I wasn't attacking. It's still fun.
Well, she's small. Kira can though. Like
Kira
a
will hold-
proper like little blue crab kind of situation.
We'll hold him like, one of those in your bag chihuahuas, just like this.
Like under the arm kind of situation.
Yes.
Careful, they're spiky.
So he can like perch on her forearm.
You just got we have a crab now.
We have
Okay.
a crab. That's it.
Well, I didn't.
He stops attacking.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
thank you, Horace. I almost called him Herman. Fuck.
Well, if he ever gets too bad, I
Oh,
mean,
Brum's
I can try to use the spell to make him friendlier towards us. But that probably doesn't have to happen yet.
He's still
she'll-
sentient. That's kind of illegal.
Well, not really. I mean, he's a crab. But she'll go and check out this window situation, sort of like peek through it.
Kira's gonna follow behind.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I really have to go to the bathroom, but I want to make sure we resolve the crab situation. Before I do that. I'll be right
So,
back.
This is a character I'm so glad I can play with this group because he's
Oh,
such
yeah,
a
it's
fucking
great.
asshole.
Oh, I love him.
he remains a crab.
He remains a crab.
He's a crab, chat. He's still a crab. And Fish actually clipped that for you.
Fish, is that you?
No.
Is
So,
it me you're looking for?
So he remains a crab.
He's still a crab.
I think that is just the delivery. Love cameoing on a.
On a stream. I
Cameoing
think
on
it's
your own
hilarious
stream.
that I thought he was dead and that was gonna be my first character death. Was literally a B team character death.
I was so on the Tomb of Annihilation Discord. There's a Remember the Fallen thing where people can write a brief biopsy of how
Jesus
people
Christ.
died. So I was like so pumped to be like, he got turned into a crab.
Which sucks because I really want to play this character. I really want to play the class. So it's hilarious.
Well, actually, Miss Cure, so whenever I turn into an animal, something that can happen that will make me, like, stop being an animal, is if I get hit real hard. Do you think that would work here?
We're not going to hit Herman
Oh my
very
God.
hard. He is literally a crab.
No, I mean, you
don't
wouldn't have to
know.
hit him very hard if he's a crab. Just like a good smack. I think we'll do it.
Fish leaves.
Oh, Fish is here for 2 seconds. You're muted.
Oh, this is gonna get interesting.
So what you missed was Fish coming in and saying hi real fast, and then Kira being Cackle saying, Miss Kira, so whenever I turn into an animal, which is like something I can do sometime, something that like makes me stop being an animal is like if I get smacked real hard. So what if we just hit him real hard? Like he's only a crab, we don't have to hit him that hard.
I could drop him and he might die.
Well, yeah, that'll do it.
We are not going to hit Horace. That's not something that we're going to do.
But doesn't he want to be a frog though? Grung? I think that's his word. He says grung a lot. I think that's what he is.
Kira looks at Horace. Horace says nothing because he's a crab.
He remains a crab. As you all, as Cackle and Cure peer out of the window, and
Well, Horace can too, technically, because he's on.
as he blind senses out of the window, I will say, go ahead and make perception checks.
Nice. 8.
12.
All right, Horace.
A 2.
All right. So, as you all peer out of the sort of the window, you can hear the sort of raucous crashing of waves. And as you sort of peer out, you see a couple things. The first is the sea below you, coming to sort of the sort of outcropping is coming down to almost like a triangle-like point, and the waves are crashing and sloshing in this area more violently than they are on the rocks outside, just because of the nature of the space. You also see a built wall, similar to all the walls of the temple, those sort of small to tiny sized stones just piled up, and then what looks to be a balcony sort of overhanging this area where the sea is just creating this absolute mayhem below it. And there is a double door that is closed on the opposite side of the balcony.
I wonder what that is over there. I didn't see any other doors.
It could be that we need to think of another way to get in.
Well, there was the horny entrance.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I know.
Phrasing.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see it.
Well, there's that, but there's also the room with Umberly, or the Umberly statue, pardon me.
Maybe.
How about we investigate both sides? And then if we find that one way leads to the area with those doors, then we can just make it through.
Okay, that works.
So
Well,
do you want to start with the room across from ours or the room at the top?
Well, by the looks of it, because like the horny entrance had like the balcony that like people were going in through. So would it make like there had to be a way to get there, right? There's like the out landing thing. Maybe we could try like going over to there and like doing it that way.
There was also a broken window in...
Oh yeah, Numberly's room too. So yeah, let's go there. That'll be easy. You can just climb through the
Alright.
window.
Let's investigate. Are you ready, Herman? Herman? Fuck. Are you ready, Horace?
All grungs have H names. Canon.
I did not choose my name. I just want to put that out there.
It was forced upon me.
All right, so which room are you guys investigating?
They're gonna try the Umberly room first, and then the
Yeah, we're gonna go
Okay.
through the window, unless I'm mistaken.
Okay, as you guys enter into the room, the sounds of the waves get amplified as you pass by the statue. As you peer out the window, you see there appears to be a broken and crumbling walkway that used to be on the opposite side of the windows. And as you sort of peer up and down it, you do see that it is crumbling and decaying underneath you as the waves sort of lap up against the side of the temple. As you sort of peer downwards, you see what looks to be a stone outcropping that appears to be a door.
Oh, well, there we go.
The hard part is going to be making it out.
Well, I'm pretty light. I can just go.
Alright. Take Herman with you. Actually,
she kind of like holds Herman out, then thinks better of it.
he might attack you. So,
Horace.
Horace. Ah! Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll
Okay.
do my best to figure out what I can do.
Well, it doesn't look that does it look like as unstable like the entire way there? Or is it just like
Go
that
ahead.
one?
Go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Okay. 18.
So as the waves are sort of lapping up against, every once in a while you just sort of see a little bit of material from the walkway just sort of give way into the ocean. It appears very, very unstable. If you had to guess, with enough weight on it, it might give way.
Well, that's not good. Well, we can go one at a time, maybe. And maybe that'll be okay?
I think that would be very okay.
Okay.
I would say you should definitely go first.
All right. So
But that's
she
mostly
will-
because you're lighter and you're more likely to make it across.
Yeah. So she'll just go ahead and climb up onto the window and will carefully step down onto the wood, sort of like holding onto the ledge at first.
Okay. As you step out and you feel your feet make contact with the sort of walkway, you do hear sort of a grrr, grrr, and there's like a definite sense that you were correct in assuming that this is heavily degraded, and your weight may play a factor in getting across.
Ugh. Well, I mean, on the bright side, it could be worse. Oh, Miss Cure, actually, I have something for you that might be able to help.
Oh?
She'll like reach into her stuff and pull out, like a little thing of sap and what appears to be like a little spider, like in a ball glass jar. And she says, "Okay, hold on to these."
She gently pushes Horace further up on her arm and grabs the two things.
And poof. Like as she does that, she just like walks inside and like lifts up Kira's feet and like tacks like spider webs to her feet and casts. Cat, let me use my mouse. Spider climb. So you
Hey!
can just go up the walls.
Okay. So one willing creature you touch. So
I'm
the
casting
goal
it on
is-
Kira.
Okay, I just wanted to check. So Kira, you have spider climb cast on you.
Alright. Do the walls seem to be as in a state of decay as the walkway?
The walls seem very, very sturdy. The walkway seems like it was probably built with like a not the correct support system under it, and that's why it's giving away.
So she's gonna do that. She's gonna walk alongside the wall and keep like a hand out just in case Cackle slips.
Cackle will hold it, if just to hold Miss Kira's hands.
Okay. So, as you are walking along Cackle, I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check as some of the walkway, a wave comes up, crashes, and there's sort of a bit of debris that falls out from underneath you.
Oh
Athletics or acrobatics, and I'll let you make it with advantage because you have someone on the wall helping you.
Awesome. So a 7.
no!
All right.
Oh no.
You begin to fall.
What does it cost to try and make like a reach out for her to catch her?
I would say you can attempt a athletics check to catch her.
Oof.
She's still
Oh,
falling.
I'm trying to see what I got.
She will, like, as she begins to fall, there's a poof, and she is still. Well, tell me if this is okay, because like,
Sure.
she's going to go ahead and wild shape, into, like, into a frog that will like hold on to the wood.
Okay. Yeah. So as you feel yourself slip and Cure reaches out for you, and your hands just sort of off of each other, sort of the wet seawater slicking your hands down. You instinctually switch to a wild shape, jump off of some falling debris, and sort of stick to the wall. All right. Horace, you remain a crab. Cackle, you are now a frog. Cure, what are you doing?
Cure
Cure,
is
you're on the
holding
wall.
two animals. Is holding two animal companions in her hand. She's got shockingly a frog who isn't a frog.
We drove Miss Cure up the wall, you could say.
Boo.
She's got now a frog in one hand, a crab in the other.
And all the
And she's looking between them like,
she does like the double blink of like the sticky kind of one.
yeah. The doot.
Okay, let's just get into this room.
Okay. It is a large set of double doors. What you notice about this particular set of doors is it is a well-constructed, well-adorned door. Perhaps the most beautiful of all of the carved, like tableau doors you've seen thus far. You can tell just from looking at it that some of the it almost has like sockets where gems may have once been adorned on the door, but they've long since been pried free. It seems as though this door was very intentionally ornamental, as if to welcome guests or people to the temple.
All right.
Oh man, this is about to get so bad.
Kier just gently pushes open the door with her foot.
Okay. The door opens, and from your angle, whoops. Why is this gotta be like this? Drives me
Why you
nuts.
gotta be so rude?
The thing is, like, even with Horus, I was like, maybe she can cast a spell magic, but she doesn't have to spell magic. That's a level 3 spell.
Yeah, we don't got that shit yet.
So as you open up the door, you see what looks to be a grand throne room. There's some statuesque columns holding up the ceiling, a raised pediment with a throne-like chair that just sort of looks like two waves crashing together with sort of a seat built into the middle. And then just past that, you see the opposite side of that set of double doors, you presume, just based on the architecture of the place, of the set of double doors that you saw from the room with the crab pool. And sort of the daylight pierces inside of this space.
Interesting.
And she's gonna step in very quietly and
Okay.
look around.
All right.
She's got her tail wrapped around her ankle.
What should you see? Oh, go ahead.
At this point, there'll be a pop, and the frog will fall out of Kira's hand, and Cackle will sort of like catch her balance on her feet and be like, Ugh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. That was weird. I don't like being a frog, I don't think.
All right. So
Somehow, Horus feels very offended.
Snap, 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 snap. So what you see inside this room is, as described, there's that sort of large pediment. It has the throne-like chair with the waves crashing. Each one of the statuesque sort of figures holding up the ceiling bears a similar resemblance to the sort of wicked yet beautiful woman in the carving in the room that you came through. You also see right here appears to be a large window that is more of like a hazy sort of almost dark glass. And if you step forward just a little bit to see, it looks like it almost intentionally looks to make the sea into a stormy day, even if it is absolutely beautiful outside. It is very intentionally created to make the sea look stormy. And let me make sure that that's everything. I think there's one more thing. Yes, there is a large clay urn located right here.
And the
I think this is
statues
not-
kind of... What do the statues look like again?
They bear a resemblance to the wicked yet beautiful woman in the carving in the room that you came through.
Bumberly.
Well, did we want to check out maybe what was in the urn? Maybe there'll be something in there to turn Horace back.
Maybe so.
So
That's all we can do is look, right?
well, I'll make sure just to look. Look with my eyes, not with my hands.
Yes, please. This is a temple, after all.
Yes, Miss Kier. So, Cackle, I'm assuming with Kier's help, or vice versa, we are going to investigate the urn.
Kira
Okay.
like puts Cackle up on her shoulders.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a investigation check.
Cackle's like holding onto her horns for balance. 6'9", so a 9.
Nice.
So you pop open the top of the urn, and encased on the inside looks to be sea sand, sea silt. It's just basically
A jar of dirt.
literally a urn full of dirt. And as this happens, you from behind you, Cure, feel sort of a cold sensation as just sort of you hear a whisper and something reaches and just sort of brushes against your cloak.
I think we should close it.
Yes, Miss Kier. So, Cackle, none the wiser, will put the lid back on.
Everybody roll initiative!
Hey, we released a spirit.
Hey! Oh, let's
Okay,
delete
let
the
me
ones from last time.
Let me clear these out.
Horace, you are indeed a crab.
Horace, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Horace.
How long will it last? Is my question.
It's usually like an hour.
I will say go ahead and make an Arcana check. With disadvantage because you didn't see it happen, right?
No, we saw it.
No, we
like,
saw it. Both of us saw it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then go ahead and make a Arcana check.
19.
You would notice that the if you're assuming it's a polymorph-like effect, you would notice that the magic seemed quite a bit stronger than your standard effect.
Oh no.
Enter. Oh.
Horace, I don't know how long you're gonna be a crab.
Make sure you take Horace's token and put him inside the combat space.
He did.
Just on the off chance he decides to do battle as a crab, because like that's what I'm here for. All right. God fucking damn it!
Taste my 1d1 damage.
If you get a fatality as a crab, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Now we're going to. Now that's what we're going to aim for.
I mean, he got a 19.
Motherfucker, that'll be payback
initiative.
for your fucking using Strahd's parents to kill him.
Yeah, that was great.
So, yo, man, I'm sorry. It's gotta be poetic. It's all about the story.
Payback's gonna be a bitch.
All right. So, as this occurs, you all wheel around and you see what looks sort of like a ripple in the darkness, a shadow almost, that had just reached out towards Cure. You all react. Horace, you first, leaping from the pouch as a crab.
As a crab.
What would you like to do?
He's still on
says-
top of her, on top of Cure, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like she's
yes.
not like. Yeah.
he's on her arm.
He has a reach of 5 feet.
He's gonna
Um,
snap.
Go to
Out
town.
of defense. 17.
17 to
nice.
hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you let me get my notepad here. You lash out at this ripple of darkness and clamp a bit of it between your claws before it sort of retreats away. It does a little bit less than you would expect, but due to the fact you only do 1 damage, it rounds up in your favor, so it's exactly as good as you would expect it to be.
Max fucking damage. I
Max
just gotta
damage.
say. Max damage.
Max fucking damage.
All right. So
So now we can see like this weird shadow beast with a crab hanging from it.
yes. So Shadow Beast has been struck by Horace, and it is now the Shadow's turn. And it is going to go ahead and... Okay. Alright, they're pretty dumb, so... I just had
It's
to
just a
decide.
spoopy boy.
I just had to decide how fucking mean I was gonna be.
Please, we're level 3.
It's going to go ahead and lash out at you again, Cure.
Oh no.
With a natural 20.
Oh shit!
Take that back. That is a 14 to hit.
Hold on. So it wasn't a natural 20? Question
It
mark?
was. It was not. It was a
Okay.
14.
14 does not hit.
Okay. So you see this creature sort of reach out towards you, and as it does, its arm enters the sunlight that is being cast through the open doors, and you just sort of see it almost like disapparate slightly, and it just sort of passes through you harmlessly.
Upon seeing that, she is going to channel divinity, Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what that does.
Here we go.
Clinic me, please.
For some reason, I thought I'd put it in my sheet, but there you go.
Okay. Within 3 feet. Constitution. Oh boy. All right. Okay. So, so it needs to make a con save.
Yes. Con save of 12.
Okay. And does it take half as much? Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. For the 2d10.
So 5 or 6 for that one.
What do you mean?
Because it's 11. And if it takes half as much damage...
Oh, don't forget to add your cleric level. So it would be 3, so 14.
Oh, 14.
Yeah. Okay. So you sort of wave your holy symbol, and the room is flooded with light. And across the room, you hear the creature in front of you, which has taken 1 damage. And it just sort of fades. Similarly, you hear a cry and pain coming from this side of the room,
Oh shit.
as well as this side of the room. However, as you cast your holy symbol and a whirlwind of light erupts in the room, you notice that both of these creatures sort of like lurch forward, almost leaning on an ethereal wall or something to nurse their own wounds. They seem very, very hurt.
Two shadows gonna die tonight.
All right, let me add those guys.
3
turns.
shadows.
Oops, shift here. Yep, there we go. Add turn.
Really quick, this is my notebook for the beat.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's
Oh, I got a sticker for my D&D notebook.
This is why we can't have nice things.
It fits.
Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and add this descending. All right, so that was cure. All right, it is this
one down here.
this.
If you hover over the initiative, it'll highlight.
Oh, yes, awesome, perfect. All right, so. You see it sort of it ripple and dart down this hallway, and I will go ahead and make sure that hallway is visible. Cackle, it is your turn.
So, Cackle, now aware that there are things in the room, is going to Is that really a bonus? Okay. She's going to reach into her bag and pull out 3 stones and cast a magic stone. So it should be a bonus action, not an action. Let me double check that though.
I believe it is.
Yes, it's a
because
bonus action.
You can
Yeah.
immediately attack afterwards.
Okay, so she'll get some magic stones going, and she's going to just whoop, 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 and take out her sling and throw one of these at this boy.
Okay.
So a 7 to hit.
That does not hit. It goes wide as the creature is reeling from pain from the light.
Fuck. Okay. She'll hold on to her 3 more other rocks.
Okay. Right. It is its turn. It unfortunately, unlike the other one, has nowhere to go, so it is going to come over and begin to attack. It is going to give me a second here. Okay. It is going to go ahead and sort of reach out and lash at you, Cure, in desperation. You are still in the light. Does a 18 hit?
Yes, that does hit.
Okay, that is 9 points of necrotic damage.
Ouchie.
And then I need you to roll a d4.
Oh no. 1.
2.
Okay. Your strength score is reduced by 2 as it sort of reaches out and you just sort of feel this energy sort of pull some of your vitality from you.
Oh no! Why though? So rude.
I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Come
Horace,
on.
it's your turn.
Horace is doing so well.
Ah,
Oh, come on. Damn it.
that would have been great. Oh,
How do you want to do this as a crab?
Oh. Snap, snap, snap. Yeah, as you snap wildly, you're unable to get as good a purchase as you did on the first shadow creature. Is there anything you'd like to do, Crab Horace? All right.
Nope, I'm good.
Cure.
Alright, so now she is going to swing at this bad boy.
Okay.
Proper like. Oof.
Okay. With a 17 to hit, you sort of wheel the mace around your head, swing wildly. The sort of shadow-esque creature recoils away, and you still are able to catch it. You feel like it's not going to really do that much, but then damage rounds up in your favor, and it just sort of turns into sort of a dark dust and fades into nothingness.
God, it had 1 hit point.
That could have been Horace.
That could have
I
been...
wanted it.
Kate literally just gave me inspiration too.
Too late, Kate.
Oh no, Kate! Another time. Another time.
Just
Crab
Pokeball
Horace.
throw me at the other one and I'll do a diving shot.
Yes, there is one running away, which it is its turn, and it's going to
Continue on.
utilize its action to do something. All right. The best you all can see, there doesn't appear to be any more threats in this room.
Cackle is going to go and... are we still initiative?
No, ignore that for now.
Okay.
For
So
now.
she'll sort of like climb down off of Miss Cure's shoulders and look around and say, "Are you alright, Miss Cure?"
That's right. They were basically
Yeah, they were goblin stacks.
Brayman.
She was whole goblin stacks.
Shadows. All right.
Are you okay, Miss Cure?
I'm fine. I'm a little shaken. I'm not going to lie. But for now, we need to follow that shadow and make sure it doesn't do anything harmful.
Okay, I can do that. And she'll go running after the shadow.
Okay. So as you step into the opening of this hallway, you're able to get a clearer view of the hallway. You see the following. It is a big long hallway with a series of doors. The first one smaller, right here,
Okay.
and then a larger set here, and then it looks like a door at the end, and then a opening that leads into a comparably large hallway. And as you are engaging in this cure, you once again feel a creature from the darkness reach out and try to bite. Does a 22 hit?
Damn.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Leave this cure
Oh
alone.
boy.
That is going to be 9 points of damage, and go ahead and roll a d4.
Oh boy. 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Okay. Your strength score decreases by 1.
I see what's happening here.
And then everybody go ahead and roll initiative again.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, rip, homie.
I have something selected. I know I do. Now let me roll. There we go.
All right. You find that you find that the shadow reaches out and strikes you, Cure, and then as you all turn to face it, it finds itself quite overwhelmed.
That's right, Binch.
Cackle, you're up.
Okay. Has it been less than a minute?
No, definitely not. So you still have your stones.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I phrased that weird, and so figuring out your answer was weird.
Oh no,
okay.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. Ah! She'll throw a rock at it.
Okay. That's just it. Okay. Yeah. So you and strike the shadow, and sort of the magic stone seems to hit true, and the shadow sort of warbles in its sort of pseudo incorporeal form. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You do have a bonus action.
She has one more rock left, so she's just gonna grab some more rocks just to have them.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and cast Magic Stone again.
Okay, sure.
So she is back up to 3 pebbles.
Okay. Cool. Cure, you've just been struck again by a shadow. What would you like to
You've
do?
been struck by. You've been hit by
A smooth criminal.
Shadow.
All right. How? Me. Why did I not put my cantrips in? Going to Kermit. All right. So she's gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Nice.
Okay.
Yield bread and butter.
Is that a dex save on my part?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 19 to save.
Oof.
Ooh, it misses.
Okay. So
That
yeah,
jump misses.
it goes wide, and you see the shadow sort of do a bit of a juke as the flame goes out and sort of washes against that dark glass window. All right, Crab Horus, you're up. Got to.
Ah, damn it.
Snap. You can't get purchase on this shadow
Oh,
with
shit.
with your crabby claws. Oh, okay.
Use inspiration.
I'm so
Goddamn.
sorry, Mark.
Well, if you get a kill shot again, I'll give you advantage, I promise. All right. It is the Shadow's turn,
The shadow.
and it is going to go ahead and reach out at Cure again.
God
Because,
damn it. Leave
Is it
her
because I'm a
alone.
cleric?
Probably.
okay, that is a 20 to hit.
Jesus.
Oh man, this is gonna make her go down.
Okay, that's a that is here. I'll actually roll this one instead of taking the average. just in case I go low. Yeah. I usually use the average, but in this situation, so go ahead. There's my other one.
Oh wait, Kira, are you not looking good?
No, she looking bad.
Oh, okay, because I can't see your.
Kira's taken
I
like
guess-
3 hits so far, and they're all been near 10. Yeah, probably really
He's
close.
He's got 21 health total.
Okay.
Okay.
That is going to be 6 points of necrotic damage.
She's down.
Okay. And go ahead and roll me a d4.
Jason, how far does horse drop?
How tall are you, Cure? I believe 6'6", correct?
Yes.
6'6", full bootylicious.
6.6. Excuse you guys.
So I have to check the drop on the math on drop.
It'd probably be about 4 or 5 feet.
You drop a
Yeah.
motherfucking crab, Jason.
Yeah, if you drop a crab a good couple feet. Well, you also have a nice skeleton.
It's fine. I'll follow raw.
No. Well, let me check fall damage. Give me a second.
I think it's after 10.
Yeah, it's after 10.
Oh, okay.
But you're also you're also a tiny creature.
So technically it's like 50 feet. Yeah, I think it's after 10. It's D6 after 5 feet. Every
Yeah, it's
5 or 10 feet.
a D6 for every 10 feet.
That's what it is.
Okay. I will say go ahead and roll a
Crab
athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Crabtobatics.
-4 or a 0? What do I want?
0.
A crab,
No, -4. I want to take damage.
a crab,
Yes.
Okay.
crab or a
go-
crab bix.
Go ahead and roll 1d2.
Fuck off, Jason. Alright. I need a 2. The average health of this dude is a 2.
Come on, roll a 2. Roll a 2.
Wait. /roll/r 1d2. Fuck!
You remain a crab.
God damn it. I'm a crab on the ground.
All right. So.
Bullshit.
Cackle, you're the only one alive.
I'm trying over here.
I know, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
Whoops. Cackle, it is your turn. You've just seen Cure fall, and you're up.
Oh, she's not happy about that. So, first thing she's going to do is clear, and we'll smack some hands down her and cast Cure Wounds. So she'll just like smack her across the face, basically. Just works out.
With saliva, may I add.
Yeah. And then she is going to get real angry, and she is going to turn into something. Specifically, she's gonna turn to. Can I? Cackle has seen like stuff from like the jungle, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
for sure.
She turns into a Jakuli.
Can she do that? Isn't that an aberration? Not a beast?
Nope, it is a beast. It is a
No
beast.
shit.
No, yeah.
Okay. And you have the requisite CR for that and all that
Yep.
good stuff. All right.
It is
I'll allow it.
half a CR. So, like, the cackle just sort of like elongates, and it's very like Animorphs. Like, she does not try to hide it this time, and she is just gonna a big giant ass snake curled around Miss Cure and a crab, and will hiss.
All right. Cure, you wake up from your unconscious state. What would you like to do? You are prone on the ground. Oh, and
There's a snake around you.
there's also a snake around you and a giant jungle cat here.
Well, no, not a jungle cat, a giant snake. It's
Oh,
that boy.
Jakuli. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah, you're
thinking
the snake
about.
Commandant. I cannot.
I was thinking about a Commandant. That they are
Commandant would be so fucking cool.
or monstrosities. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Jakuli. So yeah, big snake. Sorry.
She gonna raise herself up and pick Horace back up.
Okay, got you.
I don't think I have any bonus action spells, which really sucks.
Do you have healing word?
No.
Nice, neither do I.
Actually, I can give myself healing word, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't technically have it right now.
Yeah, no, I know.
So she's just gonna stand up, and that's all she can do. That's her action.
No, standing up is only half your movement. You still have an action.
Sick.
And picking up Horus, as long as Crab Horus will allow it, is an item interaction. So
She's gonna try and whack it one more time.
okay, go ahead and roll to strike. All right, you swing and just it is able to get out of the way in your disorientation, having just woken up. It is certainly difficult to make such a strike, and you're unable to do so. Okily dokily. Horus, you're a crab. What would you like to do? As you, from the arms of Cure, reach out, you're able to make purchase on this shadowy creature and pinch it, and you see it sort of recoil slightly, taking a bit of damage. All right.
Hell yeah.
God damn it. It's the shadow.
Kira's gently gonna like pet Horus, like, good job.
Now with Cackle having turned into a Jakuli, it is going to sort of, in a panic, lash out at her.
Baby.
With an 18 to hit on a Jakuli.
A Jakuli, that will hit.
Okay. That is 9 points of necrotic damage on the Jakuli form, and you lose 1d4 of strength. Go ahead and roll it.
Alright. It was 9 points, you said?
Yep, 9 points of damage, and roll the d4 on the strength.
Okay. Does it sap the Jakuli's strength or mine?
We'll wait until this encounter's over, and I'll talk about that's the logistics of that.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and that's it for its turn. Cackle, you're a Jakuli. You're up.
Cool. So, she will go ahead and bite a boy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
So, 17 plus 4.
That'll hit.
Cool. Takes 11 points of damage as it onto
Okay.
it.
You see it sort of recoil backwards, and it is quite hurt. It seems to be sort of almost hemorrhaging that dark, sort of shadowy dust that you saw the others turn into.
Well, actually, probably only be 8. It'd be a little bit less than that because of the minus to strength, but it's a +2 anyway. So if a 9 kills it,
It does not.
okay.
It's just hanging on.
Okay. So cool. So it would have been like 9, so like 10 points of damage instead.
Okay. Yep. It's still hanging on. You sort of see it hemorrhaging that black dust. It seems to be afraid to break contact with you guys. So it's kind of just fighting for its life at this point. Cure, you're up.
She casts save.
It does not save. You see it boom, strike, and sort of that black shadowy dust get blown off, and it sort of heaves forward, and it's still holding on, but just barely.
Come on, Horus.
Horus, you have advantage.
Come on, Horace.
Come on, Horus.
You have advantage.
Yes.
Horus,
You fucking.
how would you like to do
did it.
this?
That's fucking great.
Horus, seeing how desperate this thing is, not knowing what it is and not knowing what he is just going to lunge at it, claws out.
He
and
only
just,
knows
like,
one thing right now. And
So as you sort of utilize your claws, sort of Cure having to take a swing with her mace, you plant your claws against her chest and just sort of launch yourself forward and sort of clamp onto it with your two claws, killing it. It disapparates into this dust, and you just sort of fall down to the ground and poof, You turn back into a Grung.
Because he fell.
Grung.
Horace!
Jesus fucking Christ.
Baybag's a bitch, Jason, ain't it?
Yeah.
Horace only knows two things right now. He is Crab, and he is angry. Oh no, he's angry, and he is Crab. There we go, that's funny.
He's pretty crabby.
So,
All right, that
Oh my
that
gosh.
resolves combat
tackle will
for real
remain
this time.
Nick for the time being.
Okay.
Oh man.
She'll do the little snake tongue thing. She'll do the sniff at Kira and at Horace.
He turned back into a Grung.
Horace will summon his fishing rod, and he'll tap Cure and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh damn, nice.
Thank you, Horace, for one of your spell slots.
Grung.
You can also do the gold leaf thing.
Grung.
Let's see. Miss Cure reaches into her bag and takes out one of those super shiny ball bearings and gives it to Horace.
He will happily take it and put it into his pack.
All right. Now that combat has resolved, you guys did see that one shadow, which looked quite hurt after Cure's sort of torrent of sunlight. You know that it fled deeper into the temple.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't the same one?
It was
No,
not.
it was different.
That,
Okay.
that was the one that was over here. So there was one in each corner, and only one was unaffected by the sunlight distance. So
Okay,
the
yeah,
one
I was
that you
wondering.
guys just dealt with was the one that was unaffected by the radiant.
Okay, because I was wondering how it stuck fastest back into the room.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's because you guys were in the opposite corner. But so you did see one flee deeper into the temple, but it did seem quite weak. It might just hide from you guys, or it might try to ambush you guys later. This room, again, there's the double doors that lead to the balcony. You have the smoky glass window, the urn, which you guys investigated. Otherwise, it seems rather pedestrian. This long hallway has those several doorways and that additional hallway that seems to turn off. So, what would you guys like to do?
As a snake, Chagirl is going to slither down the hallway and sort of do that ball python thing where they come up to a door they want to go through and just sort of slither up it. To be try to get the door handle. I don't have arms.
Horace, come on.
Horace is gonna follow, and I will be right back.
All right. Cure is going to investigate the dough.
There's a big ass snake head that sort of curls up to her shoulder and it's
Okay.
Fitting.
As you look over this door, it is still made out of beautiful wood, but doesn't feature many of the engravings, tableaus, things you've seen on the other doors. It seems almost utilitarian in comparison. It does not appear to be trapped or have any sort of arcane runes or things like that on it. Yeah, that's just about it.
All right. Hold on, I gotta add a new section for hallway doors. She's gonna push the door open.
Okay. Inside, you see what looks to be sort of a semi-outdoor, semi-indoor space. There's a ramshackle roof above you, but much of this area has been sort of taken over by shrubs and other small foliage. In the middle of the room, you see what looks to be a large table, and along the wall, the same wall that the door is on, there appear to be several racks which used to hold weapons and things like that, all long since been taken. If you had to guess, this looks to be a guard staging area or something like that, and then there appears to be a open doorway to a staircase, which sort of the sunlight is bleeding through. It looks to lead outside with no apparent door or portcullis.
All right. Cackle, go on in.
She points to Cackle and points to the room.
Cackle will slither inside and take a look around with her Jakuli eyes.
Okay.
Come on, Horace.
She'll
ahead and make-
sniff out the room because she has keen smell right now.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Cool. Do I get the advantage that comes with being a snick?
Yeah, sure.
So 12 plus 1, so 13.
Okay, so as you sort of slither around and sniff, you get the sense that this room has not seen much in the way of like human activity or humanoid activity for a lot of time. It seems like this part of the temple has been unexplored or untouched for a decent amount of time. The outdoor area sort of has a scent of exotic flowers and other things. If you had to guess, there might be a garden outside.
Alrighty. Garden. Alright. She will look back to Kira and sort of give like this little like head nod to like enter. It's all safe.
All right. Kira enters, motioning Horace to follow.
Grung grung.
And so, shall we go down the staircase? I am going to take that as a yes.
And she's going to walk down this way.
Okay.
Or at least step in the doorway of.
All right. So, what you all see as you exit, and everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh wow.
Whoa. That's dope as hell.
We're all making perception checks.
Yes.
Sigine.
15.
Okay. So, as you all exit, you exit into a beautiful garden. It's created on a multi-level terrace that faces the ocean. It has long since been overgrown, but you can tell that it was once very beautifully curated and has sort of a deep connection with the ocean. There are some mean-looking birds on various trees that have probably made their roost here. And then for both Cackle and Cure, you guys see that on the opposite side of this sort of the exit, the stairs that you've taken to this garden terrace, there is what looks to be another balcony overhang with a door that sort of is prominently jutting out over a portion of the garden. Looks to be maybe an observation area for someone of importance. There is also the only other structure from where you guys are standing that you're able to see is sort of a circular gazebo style garden accoutrement in the center of the terrace.
And anything about these, or are they just like towers?
They're just ornamental towers. They seem to be almost intended to lead someone viewing the temple from the sea to believe that it might be a fortification or something to be feared, as opposed to a place of worship.
Interesting. This is absolutely beautiful. I think if you weren't a snake, you would enjoy this a lot more. In any case, come on. We're gonna take a walk through the garden.
The Jakuli will follow after.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, which portion of the garden are you going to? From the stairs that you're on, you're able to access this portion down here, or this portion up here with the gazebo.
She's gonna go up the gazebo.
Okay. With your perception check, you would be able to see as you sort of part the overgrown, tangled mess of the gardens that the gazebo is in a pretty rough shape. It appears heavily dilapidated, and then at the sort of the under, basically what would be the floor, where a show or dancing would occur inside of such a place, there's just sort of a macabre stack of bone, a perfectly conical pile of bones.
In a perfectly cylindrical pile.
Conical, so it's like a pyramid almost.
Bones in a cone.
Bones in a cone, which is the name of my ska band.
Nice.
Well, that's
Likewise, as you step up, you see that there is a set of steps which lead up to a double door, which you can theorize is the double door which leads into the hallway you just accessed the guards' quarters and then subsequently the garden from, sort of completing the loop there.
Oh goodness, excuse me. At seeing the cone of bones, Kira just kind of stops and like tilts her head like, that is
A lot of bones.
who has the time?
I can understand maybe, an angular shape, but a cone? That's a lot of work.
As you're sort of exclaiming, you hear a sort of guttural slurping sound, and then another bone just sort of drops from the under portion of the gazebo down onto the floor.
So that answers that question.
Yeah. Cackle will just sort of do like slow head turn up.
We're going to walk around very quietly.
She puts her finger up to her lips.
Yeah.
She does that, make sure Horace sees.
Yeah. She just kind of
Wiggles.
yeah. Like her scales shifts a little bit and she like camouflages into the jungle a little bit better. And we'll follow after.
All right.
I don't even want to know what's under that thing.
A slime.
I'll show you guys a picture once I know you're not going to run into it.
That's
Are
the
you
real
guys-
test.
Are you guys investigating that door?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys do that, you hear another bone just sort of clatter down on top of
Oh,
the
that's so unnerving.
pile.
I hate that.
It's very
Go
bad.
ahead and okay. So as you sort of approach this door, it has a very similar feel to the door that led into the throne room where the shadows attacked you. It has sort of empty sockets where gems used to adorn it, crashing waves, mermaids, harpies, other sort of creatures, abominations of the sea adorning it, but it does not appear to be trapped or have any sort of arcane runes on it.
She is going to open this door as quietly as possible, and I'm willing to try and make a stealth check for that one.
Please make a stealth check for that.
Oh, hold it.
Nice.
You're marked as disadvantage. Roll again. Oh, it doesn't matter. You rolled a 5 on both.
Okay, so you open the door, and there's just sort of a noise from one of the old saltwater rusted hinges, and you just sort of hear a shuffling in the gazebo behind you, sort of the groaning and creaking of the beams, and there's sort of a large clatter as you just see what looks to be a humanoid ribcage just sort of get added to the pile as you step through the door.
Very
It-
quickly.
It does not appear as though it wants to pursue you.
It's very happy with what it has right now.
Whoever
alright.
it ate.
So,
Poor guy.
you find yourself back in the hallway after having circled through the garden, and feel like I'm going to regret this. It opens up, and you're able to see down the large, thick hallway that sort of branches off of this hallway.
Ooh, she's thick. Tell
You
me all
see-
about that long, thick hallway.
You're able to see 2 sets of double doors, a single very utilitarian door, and a giant glowing gem at the end of the hall.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Horace
Horace!
is reaching out and grabbing Horace by like his necklace or whatever she can that's not his skin.
Horace is trying to get that thing.
No.
Horace, no! No, bad!
Yeah. She'll go. Cackle will sort of like loop around like the area and like. Well, like okay, she'll puff out of Jacoli form and go and like Horace, no, and pick him up.
You're picking me up?
Ow. Yeah.
Horace is gonna try to get out of that.
All right. Go ahead and roll your acrobatics then.
Okay.
Oh god damn it! God damn it! Nope.
And
literally
he's already
slips out.
Boing is gone.
Horace, no, get back here!
She's running and she's
He's
gonna.
running.
Okay, what do I have to contest against to try and catch Horace in the middle of his run?
It would be a grapple.
So that's athletics?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yes.
Oh
Can you
no.
make me small again, please? God damn it!
Yep. Horace, as you get closer and closer to this gem, you hear the crash of waves, and the ocean get louder and louder and louder as you approach it.
Oh no.
He's going to get about here and stare at it.
Kira has once again picked up Cackle. She's ready to run. She's holding Cackle like a football.
Okay. As you all made your way down this hallway, there were 2 sets of double doors that you went by there and there, both beautifully adorned with all the motifs that you've come to know from this temple. And then there is a single door here, which is made of the same beautiful wood, but does not feature much in the way of the adornments of some of the larger doors you've seen. The closer and closer you get to this bright, shining gem, the louder and louder the sounds of the sea get.
Really quick, before Kira heads over there, can she look at this door here?
Yes. Let me just check.
That's the reason why you didn't catch me. You rolled a 2. You were not on guard.
No, she was not. And also, she has a -2 to strength now.
Yeah.
Oh, rip. Because the Chult is probably permanent.
Nah, it's probably fine. It's just
As long as it's not
health
death.
points.
Or health
As long as
related.
it's not HP, I think you're okay.
So on this door, the imagery is somewhat different. It's more of the air as opposed to the sea. There are birds and nests featured on the door's tableau. No gems or anything like that. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Hold on. 10.
You hear the sort of distinct sound of shattering pottery on the opposite side of the door.
Somebody's in there. Question mark. Kira is going to look at the door, look at Cackle, look back down the hallway at Horace. She's going to let go of Cackle, and she's like,
Okay. I want to see what's in this room. I heard shattering pottery. My concern is someone is in there.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And
Should we grab Horace?
yes, that's something we should definitely do.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go get him then. So Cackle is going to go. Come
Okay,
on, Horace.
As you walk down this hallway, The sounds of crashing waves get closer and closer and closer. And Horace, as you've been standing basically within arm's reach of this gem, you've been able to see a couple of things. The first is that it is arranged on the wall as part of a tableau with the wicked and beautiful looking woman sort of cradling it, just sort of in her center sort of body area. She's sort of holding it with two hands, and it sort of shines brightly. And the longer and longer you stare into it, there's just sort of a warble effect to the gem. The waves sort of crash, and it sort of has a magical quality to it as you inspect it. And as you stare at it, sort of out of your peripherals, you can almost see the eyes of the woman holding it in the tableau, watching you. And then when you glance up and look, she's staring straight ahead. And you sort of look at it again and sort of catch her watching you.
Are there any markings or writings of any language on this?
Let me
Because I can read everything, Jason.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Well, that'd
damn.
be good to know.
He can read everything, he just can't talk.
Exactly why I
love
took it.
Man, now I feel even more special getting his one of 2 spell slots.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say go ahead and roll an Arcana check. There is a sort of arcane text that sort of arches over the top of the stone. So you can't really figure out exactly like what effect is caused or what the stone is intended to do. But the text reads, "Welcome to the Bitch Queen's Caves."
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
God, I fucking love her.
I love my wife.
She's the fucking best.
He's gonna summon his fishing rod.
Okay.
And he's gonna tap the stone.
Oh, no.
Okay. As you do that, you see sort of a magical minor effect occur. It's like it seems like it's trying to do something, but whatever you're doing doesn't meet the exact requirements of what it is supposed to do.
Horace, stop touching that.
He's gonna summon it away.
Okay.
Horace? Horace?
Horace, come back. We need to go look at another door.
He's
She's
gonna look
trying
back.
to get his attention.
He's gonna look back.
What?
Horace?
Grung, grung, grung.
I know that's a
Yeah, it's very shiny.
very shiny gem in
Grung,
the heart
grung.
of Umberly.
Oh.
Grung, grung?
No. We
I
can't
don't
take that
don't
one,
understand. We can't take it.
Grung, 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 grung. And he'll turn around and touch it.
Horace. God damn it.
Ah, damn it! She said, "Don't
Horace disappears.
Again.
for real this time."
GG Horace.
Horace, you reach out and you all see that minor magical effect that was created when he was tapping it with his fishing rod. You see sort of a larger effect envelop him and just he's gone.
Where am I, Jason? I
I
just
don't
want to
know,
know
I'm
if he's
seeing-
dead.
I'm seeing if they want to do anything before I...
Horace?
He's not even a crab this time. Oh goodness, he's actually gone.
Horace? She'll like pick up a stick and like poke.
That minor magical effect appears.
Horace? Are you in the gem now?
I can't. Should I don't want to touch it. I don't.
That seems like a bad idea. What was I thinking? Like,
I even went like this. Does that mean something else in Grung sign language?
maybe? I don't know. I don't speak wrong. You should probably have figured that out at some point.
really quick, I don't care about the rest of these doors. I want to know what's happening in that room, and then we can come back and touch the gem, okay?
Okay.
So really quick, she's just gonna run back here and like push open the door without even thinking.
Bam. Go ahead and I'll say make a
Come on, sleep.
And welcome to the.
I'll say make a
Perception.
Well, I was like, what would it be? And I'm like, I'll say go ahead and make a stealth check as it pertains to your approach, since you want to see if somebody's there.
Oh wait, I'm still rolling in disadvantage.
So technically a 3.
Okay.
Or oh, actually, hold it. An 8 is what it would technically be because it.
She's not wearing her
She-
giant chain
Those are
right
4
now.
rolls. You gotta remember
Okay.
that.
Yeah, so you have to adjust your armor, like so it doesn't roll that. But it would be an 11 technically.
Okay.
I can show you
Perfect.
how to do it later.
So
maybe if you want.
as you sort of boom toss open the doors, Aragon in Rohan style, you just sort of see this. It's a room with several windows and the balcony which you saw. The balcony which you saw from the gardens. And what you see is sort of a area which has been tossed. It looks like a sitting area. There's sort of crashed glass everywhere. If you had to guess, this would be a place where the tenants of this temple would do some entertaining if they had esteemed guests, things like that. There's sort of what used to be finely crafted pillows, chairs, things like that. And as you sort of toss open the door, you see basically standing on 2 feet, looking very... Its head swivels around, and
It's Link.
being a cleric, either you or people who you've trained with, dealt with in the past, have probably, told you much about, the process of birth as it pertains to your religion. And what you see in front of you is sort of, it looks like a newborn baby, but it's sort of decaying slightly. It has long sort of fingernails, and it's sort of digging through a pot. And as you slam open the door, it sort of shatters and looks up at you, and then as it hisses from like assorted like pots and pillows and things, a bunch of other heads like, and then basically a torrent of about 6 or so undead newborn babies just start like on all fours, like charging at you.
Door as fast as possible.
All right, you smash the door, and then you very quickly hear like sort of a slam against it, and then a bunch of
This is the worst. Bad news bears.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
She's going to back up slowly and say,
What's that?
Don't go in that room. Don't even think about opening that door. Don't ever.
No, okay. Are we touching the stone now?
Yes, let's go touch the stone.
Okay.
In retrospect, I made the best decision. I'm just putting that out.
As opposed to those fucking things, yeah.
and there's still so much we haven't investigated, but
We'll be okay.
she's gonna touch that stone.
Yeah. We'll
Okay,
touch the stone.
you both sort of look at each other, touch the stone, and see each other enveloped in sort of that magic veil that you saw
We're gonna drown.
Horace get enveloped into. Horace, rewind a couple minutes.
Oh,
You find yourself in a dank, not in a good way, subterranean cave. There's
super
there's an acrid smell to the place. It sort of has a very, very stale air about it. There's very little in the way of sort of living things here outside the slight drips from the stalactites.
Is it dark?
From the ceiling. It is quite dark. From this sort of area here, you can see that there's sort of a pathway which moves forward, and from that pathway, you do see a light very far off in the distance.
Okay. He's gonna take out his fishing rod and he's gonna start walking that way.
Okay. Whap, 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 whap. You enter into another chamber. And double check with this I didn't think you guys were going to get to the caves.
You forgot we had a
Jason,
man who
you
likes
fucking
shinies.
said shiny.
Yeah, no, the second you guys stepped into that and were like directly like a line of sight with it, I'm like, oh shit.
Fucking
So,
right.
it opens into another chamber. This has a central pool with a sort of stalagmite and stalactite column joined in the center of it, which appears to be sort of holding the cavern up. There is a way forward, which is this direction here, the northward direction, which is further towards the light. And then there's also this sort of more westward direction, which is very, very dark.
He's gonna learn from his basic knowledge of wanting to live. He's gonna go towards the light.
Okay. Thump, thump, thump. Cure and Cackle, you appear inside of this dank, not in a good way, subterranean chamber. It has sort of a gathered pool of water behind you, and you see light from in front of you. You can hear the smacking footsteps of Horace's feet in the next chamber.
Horace!
Horace!
Come on.
Horace will hear them and he'll cast light on his fishing rod.
Gently
there you
jogging.
are.
Goodness gracious, Horace, you never do something like that again.
You were worried.
Grung grung.
You say that every single time. And I still don't know what it means.
Grung 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 grung.
Yeah. Okay. So, where are we?
Grung grung grung.
Oh, I wasn't asking you, I was asking Miss Cure.
It looks like we got transported to a cave of some kind.
A cave of
Because of-
wonders?
It smells awful in here, I would not say so.
No, it doesn't smell that bad. It kind of smells like dank in like a good way.
I can show you the decay.
I would assume that because it was a relief of Umberly, maybe we're somewhere in relation to that, but I have no idea where in general we could be at all.
Yeah, we have no idea that like the wall's like literally like right there. Well,
I know we could be across Chult.
yeah, it's certainly a situation. So do we want to follow the light? Not Horace's light, the other one.
Yes, because the other alternative is going deeper into the caves, and I'll be honest with you, that's not something
Yeah, same.
I'm not curious enough to reason with myself. Oh, and
So-
he's walking.
So Cackle will just go on behind Horace.
All right. As you all press forward into this next chamber, there's another sort of still pool. You see crabs sort of feeding at the edges of it. There appear to be shattered crates and barrels and things like that around. You can see sort of the slight tarnished shimmer of what looks to be like mess kits and things like that inside of these crates. I just realized I didn't reveal the area.
That'd be
This is
helpful.
the wrong tool. And it has two openings. One to a very sort of tight-looking set of chambers on the right side here, and you can sort of hear sort of a rush of water, and then out of this entrance you can hear crashing waves similar to what you heard before.
Hey, Miss Cure.
Yes.
Well, how's Kira looking right now?
She's just looking nervous. She looks decent.
Well, okay, yeah. Do we want to rest sometime soon? Cause I don't know about you, but like, ugh, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. And maybe while we're resting, I don't know. Maybe we can learn Grung or
We can try
first
something.
understand us.
Yeah, like kind of nice.
I don't even know if he can read.
Yeah, I would assume not. Cause like, I mean, I don't think that Grung's like a written language. I don't
True
think.
story. He can't read.
I can't imagine. So let's start with words. I think that would be the best way to start.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, you guys are trying to settle in for a rest.
Yes.
Yeah, I think a short rest.
Okay.
Uh,
So
He was not told this. He's gonna go look at the crashing water.
Horace, Horace, Horace,
Okay,
we're taking a rest. Horace, we're taking a rest. Horace.
as you peer out, Horace, you see that there is a rickety bridge, which sort of connects to another chamber on the opposite side of this sort of V-shaped cavern. And as you peer to the left, you see that same sort of imposing balcony which you saw before from the room where you were transformed into a crab.
He's gonna run back in enough for them to see, and he's gonna use his fishing pole to point out, and he goes grung 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 grung.
Okay, yes, Horace, that's nice.
Kira's sitting down now.
Okay.
But we're gonna take a rest.
He exaggeratingly rolls his eyes, and he just walks over and just stands there.
I'll go take a look too. So Cackle will take a look because she's curious like that. It's like, oh, okay, Miss Kira, we're not on the other side of Chult. The one balcony is like right over there.
Okay, that's good. Yes. That means we're still in the area.
Yep. Cool. So Cackle will settle down, take out a snack.
All right.
Like the goblin she is.
And
Yeah.
you all begin the process of a rest, short or long.
I'm assuming you want to go shorts.
Yeah,
a
let's
long
go
rest might be a
short.
little bit risky.
All right, great. You can all take a short rest.
I got my spell back.
In the process of taking a short rest, I will give you guys level 4
Hey.
for next time. With that being said, increase your hit point maximum, but still roll your hit dice as you normally would. So, like, does that make sense? So your hit
Yes.
point maximum goes up. Roll your hit dice as you
7.
normally would, and go from there. And with that, I feel like that's a good place to leave it. We got a
Yes.
whole heck of a lot done.
Yeah.
Since it's a B team game, we don't have to make the full thing. Mark killed someone as a crab.
But
And
he did not
also-
remain a crab.
That is true. And
That's how he ended the fight.
He also did, what was it, 3 full rounds of full damage.
Yeah, I
Max
know.
damage, bro.
As
a crab.
At max
As a
damage.
crab.
Max
As a
The
crab.
only character that I've ever had that's done max damage on 3 turns.
If only Cobalt could hit those numbers. That
Bro,
crab's
Cobalt hit those numbers.
Pump those
Tiamat's
numbers up.
fucked up. Alright, thanks everybody for hanging out for B Team.
Thanks. I hope you guys enjoyed.
we have Chult next week.
Hopefully.
We going into the jungle, motherfuckers.
Hopefully.
yeah.
Everybody have a good night. Bye guys.
Good night.
Peace.